Gene, let's talk a little bit about Apple and what you're anticipating tonight. There have been some pretty high expectations for these earnings, but you think Apple is going to beat even those high expectations. Why do you think that?
Correct, Becky. I think there's about 3% upside to those numbers. I think that's partially driven by the Mac. That is just on fire right now. We're thinking 40% plus growth. The Street's in the low 30%. That's because of this accelerating digital transformation. If there's one thing I really want to impress upon Apple holders or potential holders is this theme of accelerating digital transformation. That, of course, is the work and learn from anywhere, but also all this use of tech is through the lens of Apple, and Apple's benefiting from that through a hardware refresh. And this powers this upside. And I think the irony of all of this is Apple has long been discounted, the multiple based on its hardware business. But now we're seeing the importance of that. We're going to see it in some of those numbers tonight. I do want to just give people a heads up, too, is that there is some noise in the numbers with some of the shifting of the iPhone timing from Q3 to Q4. But when you put all of this together, feel very confident. We think that this is a $200 stock in the next couple of years and continue to be optimistic about their pole position.
Hey, Gene, just in terms of this refresh that's going on, everybody getting a new phone, getting a new laptop because they need to right now. They're home for the pandemic. How much of that is pulled forward from sales that might have happened down the road? How much of this do you think continues as people think, OK, I need to keep doing this? I just wonder if there's a limit that you hit where everybody's already got a new phone and a new laptop.
Well, I think that there is some form of a limit. I think we're still probably 4 to 8 quarters away from seeing that, at least on the Mac and the iPad business. And people don't just go and spend an average Mac is about $1,100, an average iPad is about $550. They just don't go out and run out and spend that. It takes time for them to get to that decision. And I think that they're hitting these pain points progressively. And so I think when you put all of this together about the pull forward, I want to put it numerically, is that the Street's looking for 15% revenue growth this year. They're looking for 5% for 2022. This is really where I think that the center of Apple stock is going to be expectations about next year. I think that number is going to be closer to 10% because I don't think that that pull forward is going to be substantial enough to have a negative impact. In other words, I think this accelerating digital transformation will continue to have a benefit next year.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.